Welcome, celestial beings. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. This is going to be a general reading for the collective, so that means it's not going to resonate with everybody, or every message is not going to resonate with everybody. Just take what fits and leave the rest. There are some good things in the description box for my viewers, and if you want to support the channel, continue to support the channel. Please like, share, interact, and even subscribe if you haven't done so already. So, just know I did all the things off camera, so when I turn the cameras on, I'm ready to get down to business. So, the energies that I'm picking up on today is a collective who has said enough is enough. And that's all I'm hearing is enough is enough. So, what I'm seeing is how those have operated how you have operated. You've been you are who you are. Some of you are emotionally charged, very empathetic, very sympathetic, very humane, right? And oftentimes these special characteristics of you keeps you disappointed, hurt, right? And also suffering some type of loss, right? Whether it's a piece of you each time you're in the situation of being hurt, behind just who you are, spreading kindness, being positive, all of that. And it just feels like enough is enough. Enough being taken advantage of. Enough not being appreciated. Enough of just being overlooked and undervalued, right? So what I'm seeing here is those who had enough decided you want to change some things about yourself, about how you operate for yourself and in your life, right? No longer being left behind, no longer feeling defeated, okay? The time is now. You're making this change now. And all this is going to offer you is growth, more connected to who you know you are, more accepting of who you are, okay? More accepting of knowing how people are and how they operate, and that some of the time it's not you. Some of the time it's just people, okay? Peopling. And you have no control over that when other people. Because just like you have a right to allow certain things and people and feelings and thoughts into you, into your circle and into your realm, they have the same rights. The only thing is they showing you who they are, their perspectives, and how they operate. The problem is sometimes we don't want to accept that. We don't want to accept what's clearly in front of us and in our faces. What is being displayed over and over and over again in these acts of undeserving, these acts of unkindness, these acts of showing the underappreciation and undervalue, right? We just know there's something in them that this is not them all the time. Or you're operating on potential all the time. Well, that's no longer working for you. You are creating and setting boundaries. Enough is enough, okay? Don't they look like enough is enough? Enough is enough. You're going back to learning yourself, accepting who you are, fully accepting who you are. In that shift and these changes that you're making for yourself is going to shift and change the people who come into your life, the people who are coming into your life, the people who are going to be influential in some of these now endeavors, these future endeavors, or help you see that shift and change in your life, okay? So let's get some clarification and confirmation down here in regards to this change. Yes, it's over. It's over. Enough is enough. You're tired of suffering. You're tired of experiencing that pain, right? And you know you got to make that change, all right? Within making this change, you are going to see these results that you're going after. You are going to receive some of the justices that are due to you. it took this change to be the catalyst for all of this to happen, right? So we have a necessary change. It's going to balance things out, going to make some things right, going to put some things straight. It's going to show you more truths. It's going to allow you to be able to accept these truths about the things that you are experiencing. Okay? Why? Because we're taking charge now. We're owning our place in these decisions that we made. We're accountable now for our choices, our decision, and for allowing what we've allowed here in the past, okay? Boss moves on top of boss moves, right? It's only going to get better because you're clearing out all of these energies that wasn't supposed to be around you anyway. Why? Because they kept putting you in this place here, okay? So if you want different results, you got to do things differently, and that's what you know now. Also, yeah. So you've already, it feels like that this season was always approaching. The energy was always about to shift, okay? It just took you a minute to get here, but this was always something that was going to happen anyway. For the betterment of you, for the betterment of those that you do want around you, who's in your circle, who you do love, right? Yeah, it's uphill from here. It's a lot of ending some stuff to balance things out so you can get to where you want to go and get out of this. Get out of this hurt, this pain, this undervalue, this people not appreciating you. This is the reason why. And this is just confirmation that, yeah, that's why we're here. Because enough is enough. Somebody done put their foot down. Because people were not changing who they were, okay? People were consistently being consistent. They were not wanting the best for you. These were the things that we wanted to not acknowledge. These were the things we wanted to act like wasn't happening, okay? No matter what your situation is and how this applies to you, it was never for the good. The intentions were never good. It was always for the detriment of you. Hoping that the worst would happen. Hoping that you wouldn't be able to pick yourself up, pull yourself up, set those boundaries, make those changes. That was the hope. But here we are. This is where we're headed. This is what is destined for you. Okay? And ultimately this, once you fully accept who you truly are and stand firm on your boundaries. Because this is you pulling every piece of energy, every ounce of strength that you have to maintain true to yourself, true to your spirit, true to your soul, and true to who you are. It's not easy. It's never easy going up against so many things going up against you, right? It's never easy. And it took a lot of that, a lot of strength, a lot of patience, a lot of willpower, a lot of soul searching, a lot of seeking for answers, a lot of time in stillness and alone, trying to figure these things out. And you're going to continue to do that. That's part of your growth. You got to continue to learn these things, these detrimental things about yourself. The more that you learn about you and who you truly are, the more that you accept that that's who it is, the more the we don't want to say how things are going to flow into you, right? You get these these new ideas. When you're open and you're so open, right? Because you have a different outlook. Your energy has shifted. Things are feeling different. You know it's different, right? New things, new thoughts, a new way of thinking is there for you to, okay, implement this now. See these effects because over the boundaries, okay? So we're back here. You set the boundaries, okay? Or you're setting the boundaries. If you're thinking about it, you're gonna go through it now because this is your confirmation. Because of all that was against you, because of all that didn't feel right, because some of the choices that you made went against what you believed in, your morals, who you are, things that you would have never done just yourself, that you allowed the energies and influences of others to pull you into. Now, it was always your decision to go there, but had it just been you and your decision, that was something that you probably would have never entertained before. And you did, around the wrong people, thinking the wrong things, going against how you actually really feel. Okay? But this is about an awakening and being true to yourself now. And enough is enough. And now going back to where those times where you were you, and these are self-reflections, right? Where you were you when things were better and you felt freer, you felt different, you felt more aligned, right? There was a time when making these other decisions and going with the other crowd or person, you know what I'm saying? It dramatically changed everything for you. And you was aware. You was always aware. It was never anything that which you was blinded to. You was always aware. Stuff didn't sit right. It never sat right because that's not who you were. That's not who you are. That's not how you operate. It didn't sit right. It wasn't going to sit right. The stress, the anxiety, the depression that this caused, allowing these energies around you. Let me keep saying it again. Enough is enough. Isn't that somebody who had enough? Isn't that somebody who was tired of the same old thing from the same old people and not getting no different type of results, but you always hurting the end? Or walk away. Run away. Because in your truth seeking and soul searching for yourself, you are aware now. If you were not fully aware before, there was always signs. That was not for you. It's not meant for you. It didn't feel right, didn't sit right. You was off. You didn't feel aligned. You had to do this. You had to do this for you. You had to do this for you. Or this energy and this cycle would have probably been more permanent, more of a permanent type thing that eventually you wouldn't be able to pull yourself out of. And so I congratulate those who have the strength to see this through and who is having the strength to see this through. I'll pull a couple of more, okay? Because I do feel like with this shift and this change, with this shift and this change, you're going to be around the right energies, around the right people, and it was all due to the sheer determination of yourself, not giving up that strength, not giving up, acknowledging and knowing what was against you in the first place. You're going to be entering into new partnerships, new alliances, new opportunities with the right people. Everything is going to feel aligned. Okay? Only because you changed some things. You want different. Okay? You're manifesting different. You know what you want now. You know exactly where to pinpoint where you want these changes. And in doing so and shifting your energy and putting that out there with the things that you know you want for yourself, you calling in the right people. You calling in the right resources. Okay? You calling in better energy. And everything is just going to be different now. Okay? Nothing is going to be without its challenges, but everything is going to be different now. Because enough is enough, and you set that boundary. You set those boundaries, and you continue to doing it. And things are going to start quickly changing for some. You're going to start seeing a lot of movement just because you shift your thinking, just because you move in a different direction, and just because you closed off those unnecessary and unwanted energies that you did not need in your life that was holding you back in the first place. You're going to come out of this wiser, stronger, better, physically, mentally, and spiritually. That was always the goal, to get back to who you were, you know who you are, to grow, to learn more about yourself, soul searching, seeking, getting those answers, continuously learning what makes you thrive, what makes you function, what makes your soul happy, so you can reap the benefits of being true to yourself. One more and I'm going to close this reading out, and I really appreciate my viewers. Baby, nothing but good things and growth and opportunity and what you're going to build, what you're going to see from this day forward. Because what you went through, you definitely know that's not where you want to end up. You don't want to be here, blocked in, caged in, limited. That was never your journey. Never. And so you're not going to allow that to happen to you anymore. This is you on the other side of what you've been through. Nurtured, watered, full of life, full of love still. You never lost that part of you. The empathy, the sympathy, all those beautiful things you were before. You still that. But you just had to go through these trenches so you can get back to where you are, where you need to be, and where you're going to continue to go. Because this was a lesson that you know you don't have to keep learning anymore. I ain't worried about y'all. I know y'all got this. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. It's going to work out. It is going to work out because enough is enough. You're not tolerating it no more. And until next time, I love you. I love you. Love you.